So you mean to tell me that I gotta struggle through a job market, right? Get LinkedIn Premium, Indeed Premium, just to try and find me a job. then try to save up like $100,000 cash liquid to be able to hopefully buy a house in the hood, right? And then gotta pay $15 for a slice of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Because inflation is just through the roof. Then not to mention, if you want to start a family and start a legacy and have kids, oh yeah, bro, yeah, you're fried. You're fried. All this struggle, bro. Got a degree and all that, bro. Can't even get a job. All this struggle. You know what I'm saying? Some people out there can't even date. It's impossible to find someone that wants a long-term relationship these days. All of this. Housing market sucks. It sucks for the last I don't know how many years. All the real estate being hoarded by people, by the older folk. All this struggle, just to die, just to die at the end of it. You can't even take none of this shit with you when you finally get it. Just to die, and it's so crazy to think about because our whole lives we're struggling. We're going to jobs that we don't even want to fucking go to, going to corporations that don't give a damn about us, that would really just throw us to the side because we just another number. You quit, and then they just gonna replace you with another motherfucker, bro. You gotta put in 2 weeks, but they could just lay you off at any time. We working for these soulless corporations from top to bottom. I'm talking about good jobs, bad jobs, all type of jobs, minimum wage, $1 million a year, don't matter. You working your soul off. You giving your soul away, giving your health, your life away, just to die. See, some people are like, oh, well, it's either you're working to live or you're living to work. Bro, we're all living to work. There is no more living. Oh, yeah, but I get 2 vacations a fucking year. I get 3 days off a year. What you fucking do? Can't even take time off for yourself to be able to rejuvenate before they fire you. Like, what? As if these executives and shit like that is not taking infinite days off. My point is, bro, we go through all this shit, man. We give everything away. We give our life away. We struggle. You know what I'm saying? Especially Gen Z, bro. You know what I'm saying? We went through 2020 in the great lockdowns and shit like that. Now the rise of AI. Bro, literally we got flock cameras literally surveying us and shit like that, man. It's to the point to where it's like, damn, bro, all this shit, it's hard to survive. Nobody's out here bro. You think niggas is making videos like these and being like, bro, oh my gosh, bro, I can't afford a mansion. Niggas can't survive, brother. All this just to die at the end of it. You can't even take it with you. And it's so interesting because 90% of people will come to this realization. They will come to this realization when it's too late. They will have given everything to a company that don't fuck with them. There's no more pensions, none of that shit. You don't own any part of the company. You have no stake in it. No share. You ain't no shareholder, nigga. They gonna get to the end of their life and they gonna see, damn, I struggled. I went through all this. I did everything for other people. I lived for other people. I lived for my parents. I did things because my parents told me to do it that way. I lived for my friends. I did things because my friends told me to do that way. Not a single time did you focus on what makes you happy. Not a single time did you focus on what you wanted to do and what you wanted to get out of life. And that is the biggest mistake you could ever make. You know why? Because you only get one of these, dog. Ain't no guarantees. You only get one of these. And you don't know when you're going to go. You could go tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. And you spent your entire life living how your fucking parents wanted you to live. Especially, I'm talking to my Gen Z niggas out there. You've been living your life how your parents want you to live. Your parents told you they want you to go and be a fucking data analyst, data scientist or some shit like that. Whole time, you want to be a professional, I don't know, shit, a professional nigga streamer. You want to go out and be a professional clown. Dead ass. There's some people that might you want to go out and you want to be an actor, an actress. You want to go do something different. But no, your parents told you got to be a data analyst, so you finna go sit down and get this worthless ass degree and live a life that you fucking hate. Then you gonna hit 25 and you gonna hit that quarter life crisis, and that shit gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. Then you gonna turn 30 and be like, well, I guess this is just life. I guess everybody just go through this. And you're going to hate yourself and hate your life, and then you're going to get middle age, 40s, 50s, and you're going to realize, fuck, I ain't did shit that I wanted to do. All that struggle, all that giving up. I did this, I did that. All that. Especially nowadays, bro, can't even afford a house. It's hard as hell to start a family. The system is rigged against you. It's not like back then, them boomers, bro, they be telling you, work harder, work harder. These boomers, brother, literally systematically had it way easier. The money that you could make back then, listen, houses back then, if you account for inflation, I was watching a video on this, adjust to like 200,000. Houses back then, the median was about like 200,000. You want to know what the median is nowadays? Right? For the housing market nowadays, bro, it's like a cool 600,000, brother. At least in Cali. Right? Other places, I think it's like 500,000, 500K. You need at least 100K liquid for that shit. Who the fuck is saving up 100,000 liquid? Most Americans don't even have 10 bands in their savings account. Dead ass, look it up. Most niggas don't have 10K in their bank account. Who the fuck coming up with 100 bands? Who? Genuinely, BlackRock buying up all that shit. But the point of the point of this is not to complain. The point is just to show you that all this struggle just to die. So instead of focusing on the struggle all the time, focus on the shit that make you happy. Go check, like, bro, the economy is so, I seen a comment the other day on YouTube. That shit said, the economy is so bad, you might as well chase your dreams. And that shit has never been truer. Because, nigga, whether you work a job, if you can even get one, but whether you work a job that underpays you, because most of these jobs is underpaying, right? Like, literally, these days, there's no difference between working a retail job and working a big boy job, but you got to pay rent. Nigga, you gonna be broke either way. Let's keep it a $1.50. So you gonna be poor whether you have a job or whether you unemployed and chasing your dreams. So which one would you rather do? Shit. Which one would you rather do? I would rather be unemployed and at least chase my dreams. At least it's a slim chance I can make it out. What? Not finna be working for this soulless corporation and be living paycheck to paycheck. Living paycheck to paycheck. I did that already. I worked in a corporate America job, brother. I did that shit. And lived on my own. And guess what, my nigga? I was still broke. And it wasn't because, oh, I'm just terrible with my money. I wasn't just splurging, blowing money and shit like that, brother. When you account for rent and all this other shit, these days, bruh, you might as well just live at home and work minimum wage, bro. You're gonna be feeling the same way. But my point is, with all this struggle, with everything that we go through, focus on the shit that make you happy. Because you can't take work with you. Work is not going with you to the grave. Neither is your house. Neither is anything that you own. Life is an experience. You got at least, 80 years on this earth? 80 to 100 years on this earth? Maybe more if you're lucky. Maybe less if you're lucky. Why not make the most of it? Why not go after? See, I was watching an interview. I was watching a Future interview yesterday. Shout out to Future, man. But Future he was really dropping some fucking bars. He was saying some knowledge. And he said something that I really want to incorporate into my life. He said, you know, if it's not in my control, why would I worry about it? Why would I focus on the problem? I'm paraphrasing, but why would I focus on that shit? Why would I? If it's in my control, then, you know, there's no reason to be sad about it. I'm going to just do something about it. But if it's not in my control, why worry about it? And then he followed it up by saying, you know, in life, I'm just focused on what makes me happy. You got to live life the way you want to live life. Because if you don't, you're fried. Why live life how someone else wants you to live it? For what? What will you gain from that? Nothing. You won't gain shit from that. I'm going to be honest with you. And this is going to sound bad. This is going to sound fucked up. But the way that your parents want you to live, the job your parents want you to get, you will not gain shit from that. I'm sorry. Living the way your parents want you to live, you will not gain anything from that. Because let's say you even do exactly what it is that they want you to do. You won't be truly happy inside. Unless your dreams align with what your parents want. Unless you truly, deep down, your dreams align with what your parents want you to do for yourself. Ain't gonna work out. Either way, whether you're successful or not successful, it ain't gonna work out, my nigga. Ain't gonna work out. Focus on the shit that make you happy. Stop focusing on shit you can't control. Stop focusing on shit that quite frankly don't serve you. Focus on the things that you want to do in life. What life do you want to live? And go do it. Oh, but this, but that. You have all these concerns. Oh, but what about this and what about that and what about this and what about that? But at the end of the day, shit, you gonna die anyway. Now, I know that there's obviously responsibilities. People got responsibilities. Not everyone is privileged enough to be able to live with their parents, or not everyone is privileged enough to be able to just like quit their job and shit like that. I understand. I completely get that. But you got to do something. You got to do something, brother. Because your life is wasting away, my nigga. And time is ticking. Time is ticking. And you so worried about future consequences that haven't even happened. Sometimes you need to learn how to just live in the moment, right? Because after I watched that Future interview, I watched a little Uzi Vert interview, and he was just saying, bro, like he's so just in the moment. Everything is just about in the moment, and you see how successful he got. So it's like, damn, maybe it's time to start living in the moment a little bit more. I've been trying to practice that this last month, and I'm not even gonna cap to you, bro. It's been a great fucking month. I mean, I've been having a great time. The more I focus on the present moment and stop thinking about the future and shit, and things just magically somehow work out. I'm focused on what makes me happy. And it's time for you to do the same thing. Because if you don't, I don't know, bro. Because all this shit just to die anyway. All this shit, we just gonna die anyway. All this shit just to pass away. Not even be able to take it with you. So why are you tiptoeing through life, man? It's just like football, right? If you a running back and you see that hole, right? And that hole is your hopes and dreams and shit, right? That hole is your hopes and dreams. Why try and tiptoe through it, bro? Why try and weekly go through that hole? You're not gonna be successful. You half-assing it. Nigga, run through that hole, bro. Whatever you do it full force. Full force, brother. But anyway, man, that's all I got.